my friends, welcome to this week's Wip Chat, which today will be a kid up and chat. I hope you're all doing well, and if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. If you aren't already subscribed, please consider doing so. There is a subscribe button down below. Next to it, you will find a bell. If you ding that bell and choose all, you'll be notified whenever I put up a new video. I try to do that several times a week, and I also have a live on Sundays where you'll be more than welcome. I would love to meet you. And if you're back, hi friends, welcome back. I'm so happy to see you here. So, if you're brand new to diamond painting and don't know what a Wip Chat is, Wip, W-I-P, stands for work in progress, which today means my work in progress is kitting up. And chat means I'm gonna chat your ears off for a while. While I'm doing this, you can work on your own whip, you can diamond paint, you can knit, you can crochet, you can cross stitch, you can go shopping, you can clean, or just sit on your couch, close your eyes and listen to my ramblings. Yeah. So what we're having today is this cute little diamond painting from Mooney made. It is so adorable. I love it. It is a lot of color blocking, which means that there will be a lot of patches with the same color and you don't have to change out the color that much. Let's take a look at the canvas instead. Maybe that is easier for you to see. So as you can see here, you have a lot of the same symbol, and that is what we call color blocking. Do we have any? Yeah, maybe a little here. This is sort of confetti. You see that in the cloud here. That means that you're going to change out your coloring the tray a little more often. Yeah, this isn't really a whole lot of confetti, but you know. And it's the same here on the star. So yeah. And this entire little diamond painting is so adorable. So I just wanted, to have it around to show you. This is the sticker sheet. All these stickers over here and here are, pre-cut, so it's just to take them off and put them either on your baggies or on your containers. I use containers. So, yeah, and these over here are the ones that I'll be putting on my container. So, yeah, we have 32 colors, including one AB. So, yeah, let's get to it. So, this is the little bag of drills, diamonds, and I'm still totally, I think this is so cute. I can't remember when I had a diamond painting with this little of a bag. And I've been diamond painting for how long? Oh, 1.5 years? No. What? So I started in April. No, it's 2.5 years by now. Oh my God, my brain farts, people. Sometimes I forget how long it's been going on. I'm like, wait, can it really be 2.5 years? But yeah, I started in April 1921. So I'm gonna put my diamonds, my drills in these little Elizabeth wood containers. And yeah, let's get into it and let's start chatting. So let me know down in the comment field how you're doing. I would love to know. And also I would love to know what you're doing while we're chatting today. Yeah, it's kind of dark here, so there might be weird shadows, which, it's winter time here. It is almost December, so that's crazy. I mean, didn't this year just begin like a second ago? Yeah. I feel like this year has been moving so fast. It's absolutely crazy. But it's also because you know, we had a lot of stuff going on. I mean, we had my mother-in-law's sickness and her death and all the stuff that comes with that. There's a little bit of static, but you know, that's the time of the year. Sometimes I just blow a little air into the bag, and that usually do the trick. Or I'm just sticking them to my finger. It isn't so bad. They aren't flying all over the place. It's just a little. Let's see, will this one fit in one of the smaller ones? Otherwise, I have the next size right here. So yeah, it's been quite the year. And I also, you know, if you've been following along for a while, you know that I also had things going on with my own health and medicine and I don't know what. So it was really just a lot at one time. Okay, yeah, I think we might need the next size, and I think we might need to find my dryer sheets. They were here. When you have a little static, it can help to, you know, take a little dryer sheet. I'm not sure how it helps, but apparently it does help. So, yeah. I just put it in here and I give it a good shake. It's the same when I have the seeds all over the place. Yeah, they went flying. I just use my finger to pick them up. That is way easier. I can't remember the last time I had drills flying like this when I'm kitting up. So yeah, let's see what happened this week. Actually, a whole lot happened this week. Not you know, personal stuff and anything, but just, you know, being busy. Yeah. So when was the last time we talked? That would have to be Tuesday last week. I don't know if I was busy during the week. I was watching a whole lot of sneak peeks from Diamond Art Club because of their Black Friday. I don't know if you've been following along on that one, but Diamond Art Club released 100 new diamond paintings. Sorry, I just bumped you. They released 100 new diamond paintings on Black Friday. They did the same last year, but I still, you know, that's just crazy. Last year I got 4 diamond paintings on Black Friday, but I was a newbie and buying licensed diamond paintings, and I didn't have a whole lot in my collection back then. So yeah, I wanted all the things, and I mean, I just got 4 out of 100, so that's reasonable, right? This year I got 2. I am doing my very, very best to not get all the things that my eyes loves, because I do have a whole lot of diamond paintings by now. Not, you know, compared to a lot of others. I don't have a giant stash. I have around, well, including the ones that I finished, and this one I have 44, 45, 46, 47, and this is 48, and I finished 4 so far, so I have 44. I'm sorry, math isn't my best friend in the world. So I have 44 diamond paintings that I haven't finished yet. I forgot the sticker. Which, I mean, yeah, I know. It isn't ginormous amount. But I am not a fast diamond painter. I am not. Which is okay. You don't have to be a fast diamond painter. I really just enjoy the process. And that is how it's supposed to be. And who knows, maybe in a gazillion years I will be faster. Could this have been in a smaller one? I actually think so. But yeah. But I am trying, to slow down a bit. Because, yeah, just because I'm not the fastest in the world. And I don't want to end up, having hundreds and hundreds of kits in my stash, because will I ever be able to do them? Probably not. I do have a lot of, I knit too, and I love spending time with my niece, Rosa, and I also have my husband and my kitties that need my time, so, plus, when I sit down to diamond paint, I don't do a whole lot of diamond painting because of, my health and stuff like that. So I may be diamond painting for, I don't know, how long? I don't know, really. 5 minutes, and then I'm sitting looking at the, at the diamond painting or the drills or something like that for 10 minutes, and then I'm diamond painting again for a little bit. That's just how it is. So even though I might be sitting here in my room with my diamond painting and my pen in my hand, that doesn't mean that I'm actually diamond painting for hours, because I'm not. And some people seem to, mistake that as, oh, you're diamond painting for hours every day. And I'm not. Really, I am not. So yeah. But I did finish, was it last week? I think it was last week. I finished my Harry Potter, the Boy Who Lived. Yeah, because I did that post review on Wednesday, didn't I? Yeah. So that is what I did on Wednesday. I filmed that and uploaded it to my not my Facebook, my YouTube. Oh my God. See, my brain and I aren't always the best of friends. I have plenty of brain farts. Hang on. Oh, anyway. So yeah, that's what it is. But yeah. Thursday, I think I was relaxing because I know I was going to have a kind of busy weekend. Friday, oh my God. Friday was Black Friday. You all know that. Oh, that's right. So in the evenings, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I was in a Zoom because some of my friends online do the Zoom meetings, for every holiday out there, because there is people out there that doesn't have anyone to celebrate with, and nobody should be alone in the holidays. So they do these holiday Zooms, and they try to have people online for 24 hours a day. And yeah, and since I was basically sitting in here in my craft room after David left for work, I got into those Zooms and chatted with people while I was knitting, since I finished my diamond painting and I decided that I wanted to finish, or try to finish, the sweater that I'm doing for Rosa, or at least get a little more done on it. I'm still not finished because again, I'm slow. Even when it comes to knitting, well, I am usually a little faster when knitting, but I'm still, knit, look, knit, look, watching some YouTube videos, scroll on Facebook, all of the things. But I've been knitting for a very long time. The issue is, well, it's not an issue, but what do I want to call it? It's not a challenge either. The fact is that this pattern that I'm doing is a whole lot of lace and a lot of a pattern you need to follow, and it isn't the same and the same and the same. It has 20 lines that you have to repeat and repeat. And you need to remember, I can't remember 20 lines in my head. It's a diagram of 20 lines, and yeah. Despite me having knitted for, how many years by now? A lot. I started knitting, for real in 2012 to help my very, very stressed out brain. At that time, I was really, really stressed, and I needed something to focus on so that my mind could get a little rest from all the intrusive thoughts. My little brain was so overworked and I couldn't focus on anything. I hardly slept, and yeah, hang on, you get in there. So yeah, so some friends of mine, said, I did know how to knit a little back then, so it wasn't, completely new to me, but I knew how to purl and I knew how to knit, and that's about it at that time. So, I started, and a friend of mine had to help out a lot because I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing here. So we met up a lot when she wasn't working. So yeah. And then I used a lot of YouTube videos. See, YouTube videos are amazing, not just for diamond painting content. There is so many videos on knitting techniques, and yeah. YouTube is an amazing tool. So yeah, and I'm still very grateful that you guys are watching my videos. I did contemplate, doing knitting videos as well, trying to show some techniques, but I'm afraid that some of my subscribers might think, nope, we're here for the diamond painting, and then disappear on me. But I don't know. I mean, maybe I could have both. What do you guys think? It isn't that I'm gonna, do a whole lot of them. Maybe just show, oh, this is what I'm doing right now, and this is how I do this. I don't know. These little stickers are very, very sassy, aren't they? Maybe I should use tweezers, but I've never done that. I've never used tweezers to grab the stickers before. Maybe I should give it a try. I don't know. First, I would need to find a pair of tweezers, because I am really trying to clean up my table when I do these videos, because other than that, my table is a mess. I don't have a whole lot of space here, and yeah, I have a lot of stuff. My room is, oh dear. Yeah, I'm in for a good cleanup in here. I need to grab everything. See, again, I think I could have used a smaller one. Could I? Yeah, I could. But maybe I'm just going to leave it in here because there is a lot of static. So it'll be okay, I think. Yeah. Static is also, you know, climate dependent. You see how they cling? That's okay. There's different things you can do, you know, to get rid of static. But a lot of the advice that I have seen from other diamond painters includes stuff that I don't really have, like static guard. I have no, well, I know what it is because I have seen people use it, but we don't have it over here as I know of. I don't think I've ever seen any place with static guard. But then again, I mean, I don't even know what it would be called. I don't know. Maybe I need to look into it because it looks kind of easy to use. But again, so is dryer sheets. It's just a matter of shaking. I don't know if dryer sheets can get too old. You know, if you use them again and again, if they stop working. I have no idea. So anyway, the Zoom calls that we were having was really nice. It's, you know, it was a bunch of people just chit-chatting about life and yeah, the most of the people in there I knew already, so it was kind of, you know, it was easy to just get in and chat since, can it be up there? Right. Since we know each other, so yeah. And then Friday, it was Black Friday. We all know that, right? And I don't know what, this isn't literal, and the people who used to me and know the kind of person I am, know that I kind of had a dark sense of humor, and I also, you know, use myself as, I don't know what to say. I'm not afraid of saying that I do something stupid, and I did on Friday. Let me tell you, I sort of had an aneurysm, not a literal one, of course. Some people would also say that they have a brain bleed. Again, not literally, but I don't know what in the world made me think that it would be a good idea to go downtown. I live in a small village just outside of the town where I grew up. And I don't go in there very often because I just don't. I don't do a whole lot of stuff in there. I don't need a lot of stuff from in there. I basically go downtown when I need to see my doctor, or I need to see, you know, to go to a shop that they have in there. So not that often. But I needed to go grab a gift for Saturday. And I should have gone on Thursday. But I wasn't feeling too well on Thursday. So, yeah, my back and I weren't that good of friends. last week. We're still not. I mean, my neck and I. Oh dear. Anyway, there was a gazillion people downtown. I mean, not literally again, but there were people all over the place, and I'm not a big fan of crowds. So again, why? Yeah, why did you think it was a good idea to go pick up a gift on Black Friday? I still don't know. I still don't know. But there I was, and the shop that I needed to go into is kind of like a what would you call them? You know, where you can go buy perfume and makeup and creams and all that kind of stuff. And that shop is very, very popular. There is even on, regular normal days, there would be quite a lot of people in there. And let me tell you, on Black Friday, there was, I don't know, triple the amount of people that we usually see in there. And the lines, oh my God, the lines. So I was like, yes, we just need to get this gift card that I was going to give as a present, because the person that I was going to a birthday was her wish, some gift cards. So I was standing there, trying to get my mind of how many people was in that shop, and I got it. And then I remembered that I had to try and find some postcards to send to a friend, showing off my city. And I went into a few. Usually we will find postcards in bookstores or at the library. So I went both those places, and apparently postcards isn't something people use anymore, because I didn't find one postcard, not one. So I was like, wait, what do people use nowadays? I mean, do they just send letters, or do they just send text on their phones? What do people use? I mean, I don't know, because they absolutely do not send postcards. So while at the library, I grabbed a bunch of pamphlets from, our city, showing off the fortress around our city, all the things that tourists can find when they get here to see some of the historical places, a city map, stuff like that I can send to that person and say, oh, here is my city. Here's the town that I live close by. but I was kind of like, wait, what? Why is postcards gone? I mean, have the entire world just stopped buying postcards and sending? I don't get it. Maybe I'm just old. That might be it. And then again, I was like, it isn't really that long ago that I'm pretty sure I saw postcards. Or maybe again, my brain is just playing tricks on me, and it has been a gazillion years. I don't know. But yeah, that was Friday, around midday, around noon, maybe 1 o'clock or something. And then I had to go get some groceries again, because I had to bake a cake for the birthday woman, my apparently now infamous beer cake. So I promised to make that one. So I needed some stuff for that. And So yeah, and then after that, I basically just scurried home to get away from all the people and all the cars, and whew, yeah, I needed some peace and quiet in my head. So yeah, then I went home and I baked that cake. I love it myself. I'm a horrible, selfish person because I'm the first to say that I love my own baking. I mean, it's good to have confidence, but is it really good to say that I love my baking over many others? I don't know. You tell me. Yeah, I really do love the cakes that I bake. And the funny thing, a lot of those recipes that I use are from my own school time in what is it you call it? Around 5th or 6th grade, when we had cooking classes in school. So yeah, and those are just the best recipes. I have changed out a few things just because some of the ingredients back then they had to be cheap because they were made in school. So some of them I've changed out for better quality. But basically it's still the same. And people always tell me, oh, this recipe is so good. Where can I find it on the internet? And I'm like, well, you can't. This is a 34-year-old recipe. I mean, you're gonna have a hard time finding that one online. I did, for instance, with my beer cake, I did look up recipes, and I even tried one of them. And I promptly went back to my own recipe because that wasn't a good substitute. I don't know, it was weird, it tasted weird. Or maybe I'm just, I don't know. Yeah, I want my things as they're supposed to be, and it tasted weird. But yeah, so that doesn't fit up there. It's okay. Yeah, that one isn't gonna fit in that. So yeah, so that's what I did on Friday. Then Saturday, the birthday, I had to take the train down there with my sister-in-law. Originally, she was going to drive, but she had a rough month or rough, time, so she wasn't really into driving that long. So we were going to take the train instead, which was fine because then we were, arriving down there relaxed and well rested. Even her, because if you drive for that long, she lives, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours away from here, and then it takes about an hour and a half to drive down there. So she would have to drive at least 2.5 hours, 3 hours. So, it was fine by me taking the train. And I was trying to remember when was the last time I was in a train, because this isn't a normal occurrence. I just forgot to put a sticker on that one. Why didn't you say anything? I think the last time I was in a train was in, can you hear Pelle in the background? He's complaining that he can't come in here to help me out. So yeah, I think the last time we were on a train, or I was on a train, was in 2018 or 2017. I can't remember, when David and I were going on a holiday in Marmaris in Turkey, and we wanted to go down there in September to have our anniversary and my birthday down there. And at that time of the year, we're speaking middle of September, we couldn't get plane tickets from the airport that we live closest to. So we had to go to Copenhagen, and there was no way that we were going to drive all the way over there, pay a fortune in parking at that airport, because that's even more expensive than the airport that we live closest to. So we decided, let's take the train, and then again we will arrive well rested, because we had to leave in the middle of the night. Our flight was at 7 in the morning. So yeah, that's pretty early, especially for us, because even back then, it would have to have been 18 then. We were, David was working the night shift like he still is, just at another company. So we basically stayed up for like 24 hours. I wonder, does that one fit in there? We'll see. Maybe I just need to keep a little of the drills in the bag. Ooh, static. So yeah, I concluded that it had been a while since I was on a train, which, it was nice, and it was basically just chit-chatting. But that train, we arrived 45 minutes late. We were supposed to have been there by 1:22 p.m. and we arrived at 2:09, I think, p.m. So like 45 minutes late. And poor David's uncle, my sister-in-law's uncle, had to wait for us. I hope he didn't wait that long, because we were, riding him during the train ride to say, we're this and this much late, and he would basically have to drive, I don't know, 5 minutes to get to the train station from where they live. So hopefully he just, stayed home. So the thing is, the birthday that we were going to was supposed to start at 2. So we were 20 minutes late or something, which, okay, we were all adults. There were no kids, at least not children, kids. So yeah, but 45 minutes, that is crazy, on a train ride that's only supposed to be about an hour and a half. So yeah, but I had the cake, and apparently the birthday woman told me she hadn't had a beer cake in more than 4 years, because her old co-worker used to bake them. And yeah, apparently they haven't been working. I can't remember if I think she stopped working about 4 years ago. So, and she was like, I love this cake. And back when we were working together, whenever she's told, that I'm going to bring beer cake for our night shift, because she worked night shift as well, nobody would bring, food for work, because they would just stuff themselves with the beer cake. And I found that, kind of sweet. And everybody there was loving it. Everybody took at least one piece of the cake. So I was like, okay, my cake is accepted at least. So that's good. I was pleased. See, we just finished kitting up this one. And I don't know how long I've been chit-chatting with you guys. 40 minutes, it's okay. So yeah, and there were other cakes. And we were talking about, how the family that I married into loves cakes. And then apparently, well, I have to explain this, I think. So the uncle is married into the family. He was my mother-in-law's sister's husband. And when she died, he got a new girlfriend, the woman that we were at the birthday for. They've been together, I don't know, quite a while by now. But anyway, so we still call him uncle because that's what everybody say he is. He's the uncle of the family. And then my sister-in-law and I was talking about, on the way down there. So what do we call this woman? Because, she's family by now. And we were kind of said, oh, well, maybe we should ask if she want to be aunt. And I know officially she isn't anything to me because, again, I'm married into the family. But even I, who is married into the family, call people uncle, whatever, and yeah, I've always done that, or uncle-in-law, because they're family. So it isn't really, yeah, they're family. J, K, no, F first. I have this weird sorting method. J, L, M, N, J, K, L, O, P, Q, I needed to do the alphabet in my head in Danish because sometimes I'm confusing myself. And usually I would have the DMC numbers on here, but today I don't, so it's just, I'm just going to keep these symbols in random coloring order. I think I'm going to do it like this today, so that I have all the colors at the end. Nope. That's way easier when I'm trying to diamond paint. There you go. See, this is my weird sorting system. Numbers, higher letters, what's to call them? Upper letters, lower letters, and then all the symbols, usually in DMC order, but it is what it is this time. So yeah, but it was an amazing day. We stayed until about 9:30 p.m. because that's the time that our train was leaving again. And yeah, got a lot of good food, a lot of good talking. That's sometimes the good thing about, having adults, about only adults, because you get to talk without interruptions of kids, which I love kids. I love being around kids, but every now and then it's just nice to have that peace and quiet, to just being able to talk about adult stuff and yeah, just being adults. I mean, I remember even as a child, we were being sent out because the adults are talking, And I don't know, you don't do that in that extent as what happened when I was a child. Basically, children is more involved today, and that's why I think sometimes it's just nice to be without the kids, without it have to sound like I don't want kids around. And I am going to try to begin this right away. The canvas will have to lay and relax a little, but I will start it when I'm done. And I do have some of these colors in extra ABs. So I am going to bling this up a little and make this a part of my friend Andy's event called Sparkle Addiction. I will have the Facebook group linked down below so you can take a look at it. And if you aren't already a part of the Sparkle Addiction event, it runs until December 31st. So you still have time if you want to join in. And what the rules basically is that it doesn't have to be a new start like this one. And you just have to bling it up more than it is from the beginning. Like you can use AB that you have in your stash. You can purchase extra drills. And it just has to, you should, bling up more than just one drill. So yeah, it's kind of, usually I don't bling up extra, but I see this as a trial for my own event in January and February, the astronomer event. So yeah, then I need to get those enhancement package from Diamond Painting with Sparklers. I need to contact Tima over there. So yeah, but it is going to be fun doing this one. It's so tiny. It's only a 30 by 30. I mean, I don't even think the very first of my diamond paintings that I bought from AliExpress and stuff like that has been this small. I don't think I've ever done a diamond painting in this size. And it's just adorable. I think I'm going to take off the plastic and put release papers all over it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Maybe. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I'm done with this. So yeah, the Saturday party. So I got home. David couldn't, join me to the party, even though it was his family. Because he had a Christmas party with his work. And yeah, it had been planned for months and months. So I'm going to need to drink something. Which was okay. I mean, I'm perfectly fine going to a birthday on my own. But when I came home, it was like, okay, then I can, pick you up from the birthday party. Darn it. The Christmas party, and then you don't need to take a cab because that's expensive. So I knew around, the time that the party was around to end. So I just grabbed my knitting, went to the hotel, which, by the way, is the same hotel where we had our wedding party back when we got married. 16 years ago. I mean, it's just crazy. We've been married for 16 years. So I sent him a text that I was out in the foyer, in the lobby. And I don't think he saw it really until the very end, because at one point I wasn't hiding, but I wasn't sitting in plain sight either. And at one point he walked right past me, didn't see me, even though he looked in my direction. I think he was preoccupied or something. Because they had a hot dog stand outside the hotel for what do you call it in English? The food they give you right before you have to leave. It's not yeah. Anyway, so he was going out there to get some hot dogs, and he came in again, looked in my direction, and walked right past me. I was sitting there chuckling because I also knew that he wasn't, well, he was a little drunk. I could see it. So, and I was just sitting there knitting and looking at people. I love people looking, people watching. I love it. And I was jokingly saying to myself, well, I don't need to drink anything because the smell of alcohol and beer in this hotel is enough to make me drunk. Oh my God. I don't drink very much at all because of the medicine I've been taking. You know, I had a morphine product that I took. I'm out of it by now. I took the last of those pills at the end of September. So yeah, but I still don't. I mean, I don't want to drink because why? So anyway, eventually he was coming out, and you could see he was looking for me because he had seen the text, and yet apparently he was ready to go home. And he was like, "Oh, there you are. I couldn't find you." And I'm like, "I've been sitting here for at least 45 minutes." Yeah. And, you know, he was like, "Oh, I need to say goodbye to an ex person." So he went back in and he couldn't find them. So I was like, maybe they're outside, you know, by the hot dog stand, or they're smoking. And I was like, yeah, okay. So he went out there, and well, there they were. And then we chatted a little, and I was mostly laughing at them because drunk people. Oh my God. And then we were about to leave because the car that should bring them home also came. And then one of the chauffeurs, I mean, I know him by name. I haven't met him before. He's one of the co-workers that David also drives his bike with, you know, this biking club, whatever you want to call it, association. And he was like giving me a hug, and I wasn't really expecting it. I love hugging people. I'm a hugging person, but I wasn't expecting it. I was like, "Oh, it's so good to meet you. Let's see you again eventually." I was like, "Okay, nice to meet you too. Bye." And usually I'm the person who hugs people I don't know. And then people stand there dumbfounded because, why did you just hug me? So I was like, okay. Well, nice to meet you too. And thank you for the hug, by the way. I love hugging. So if you ever meet me, please hug me. I love hugging. So, yeah, we drove home, and he told me about the food and everything. And yeah. So we came home, and David ended up in our TV room with 3 cats on his lap, snoring his little body away. And I was like, shouldn't you just be going to bed? Uh-huh. Like, shouldn't you be going to bed in a minute? So I was, you know, sitting and knitting and chatting with some of the cats and watching some TV. And then, I mean, I picked him up at around 1 a.m. So around 2:30, maybe 3 a.m. Sorry. The yawning is a never-ending issue here. So around 2:30, 3-ish, I said, okay, I'm going to bed now. Then you can stay in here and sleep here if you want to, but I am going to bed. And I went out to brush my teeth and, you know, get washed up for night. And I went in again. I'm like, are you going to bed or are you staying in here? I'm going. I'm like, you need to just push away the cats, you know. So he came out and brushed his teeth and got into bed, and I was chatting his ears off, telling him about the party and who said what and who did what and all the greetings I had for him and how people like my cake. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was like, shut up, woman, I want to sleep. And I mean, most of the time he basically falls asleep when I'm chatting because the funny thing is, I don't really need him to listen to what I'm saying. I just need to get it off my chest. And most of the time he actually do fall asleep with me chit-chatting about stuff I've heard or seen or experienced. And I know that. It isn't, again, he doesn't need to respond or anything. I just need to get it off my chest. But he stayed awake listening to all my jibber jabber. And eventually I was, okay, good night, sleep tight. I'm going to stop now. You're tired. And we could always talk the next day. Sunday, what did I do Sunday? I think we basically just relaxed and did some chores at home. Usually we're cleaning on Sundays. David was out putting up some Christmas light outside. And what was I doing? I was working Dora, our robotic vacuumer, chit-chatting with the kitties. And then I had my live Sunday evening here, Sunday morning, noon in the US. And it was so fun. I mean, my live lasted 2.5 hours this week. I can't remember the last time we made it that long. Usually it's around 2 hours, which is also a long time for a lot of people. But anyway, and after that, I got something to eat, and then I went in to watch some videos, and then I was joining Shay's live for a little bit. And after that, I was knitting. I did knit while listening and talking in Shay's live, chatting away, writing away. And I knitted for a while, and then we went to bed. Then yesterday was Monday. Monday is Rosa Day. So before that, we went out buying groceries, and we were, I feel like, in 100 shops. We weren't, but it felt like it. We went to a hardware store, and then we went to another kind of hardware store, but where you can buy all sort of things like lamps and toys and anything. But we needed to buy some food for the birds outside because we feed the birds during the winter because they have a hard time finding birds, and some of the food that we usually give them we were almost running out of, so we needed to get those. And then we went to the grocery store and purchased the things that we needed there. And we went home, and we were home like, I don't know, 15 minutes before I had to leave to get Rosa. And I went to get her, and she was doing the perler beads, the hammer beads. So she wasn't quite ready when I came there. So I just sat there talking a little and helping her. And, the other kids were talking to me and showing what they were doing. And yeah. So then we got home, and Rosa had a grand time. She was watching some Disney videos, hearing the songs like Do You Want to Build a Snowman? And Let It Go, and some of the other songs from various Hakuna Matata, and some from Tarzan. And then she was just running around, playing with the cats and having a grand old time running. And we were playing tag, and she was just, you're becoming Santa, you're becoming yourself. And, she was just running around. Then we went to gymnastics. She was getting tired, I could see that. But she made it through, and then we went home to her daddy, my brother. And I was going to put her to bed yesterday because my brother had a meeting in her kindergarten. So, I got to stay there and put her to bed, and that was a new thing for the both of us. I mean, I've been tucking in kids forever. I mean, the first time I tucked in a kid, I was 11 or 12. But, it was something special because it was Rosa and I hadn't done it before. We did good. I mean, she is very, things is this way and this is what usually happens. So according to her, we did have a few mishaps because I didn't do it the same way that Daddy was doing, but it's fine. we talked about it, this is okay. I don't have to do it the exact same way as Daddy, but in the grand scheme, I did basically do it as Daddy did. And I read her some stories, and she almost slept before I left the room. And I was downstairs knitting and waiting for my brother to come home. And then my brother and I chatted for 2 hours, and then I went home. So yeah, it was a good day yesterday, and I got to spend a lot of time with Rosa. So that's good. And I told my brother, you can always ask. I mean, I don't mind coming in here to take care of her and to tuck her in. And most nights I'm home. So, I mean, if you tell me, maybe a few days ahead so that I have the car, it's fine. But yeah, I came home and chit-chatted a little with David during Messenger. Sorry, over Messenger. And when he came home, I was in the middle of a row in my knitting, and then David needed to do some stuff. And then we went to bed. And today I've been lounging around. We had the wooden stove going, and David was putting up some more Christmas lights inside this time. And he had to go buy something, and I was just lounging in the living room with cats because, the weekend made my back hurt, and for some reason my back had finally realized that Mondays isn't the best day to act up. So if my back is gonna tell me, you did too much in this weekend, it's basically doing it on Tuesdays, which is fine by me, because I can film while being in pain. That is more than okay. And I have the feeling that I've been talking way too long. Yes, an hour and almost 2 minutes. See, I can feel it by now. So, and I did get all the way through the week. Oh, yay! We did it, friends. So let's wrap this up. So let's say this is Mooney Maid's Rainbow Cloud. It is by Star Wingshi. It's a 30 by 30. It is a licensed diamond painting, and it's cute as a button. And this is the diamond painting you will see me working on in my Wip Chats this month. So I'm not going to work on it a whole lot outside of my Wip Chats, but it's okay because I do have some knitting to do as well. But yeah, thank you for being here, and I hope that you will give this video a thumbs up. It really does help my channel, and I will link some of the things that we've been talking about, like Angie's Facebook group for her event, Sparkle Addiction. I will link this diamond painting and Mooney Maid's website. And yeah, so again, thank you for being here. I will see you in my next video. Take care, and yeah, see you all. Bye. Love you.